Hi, I'm Trevor Caithness. My wife and I run this property, Kintor, which is situated about 10 kilometres south of Bairnsdale. This farming operation here is made up of approximately 1,300 hectares, and it's predominantly a cattle breeding operation. We run 600 to 700 breeding cows, and then we grow dryland cereal crops on an annual rotation amongst that business. What appeared to be a drought starting here was on the tail end of actually a very good season in northern Victoria, which was 2016, and there was huge amounts of fodder for sale, hay and such, in the north at some very reasonable prices. So we actually set about and actually started buying a lot of fodder in 2016, 2017, whilst the prices were still very cheap. To us, I think actually what did work well is we managed to maintain our stocking numbers through the drought, and we maintained our breeding herd. In hindsight, we would have actually bought more hay in 2016 and 17 than what we even did. I think something else that really did work for us was we actually made quite a transition there and actually started producing more and more crops for silage production and for our own fodder reserves. The grain part of our business is something that takes up country when we've got surplus country, but in that 3 years when the droughts were on, everything we needed to do was to grow grain or grow fodder that actually kept our own livestock business going. Within our business structure, we're very fortunate that we've got 2 full-time staff on the property, because for one, the bulk of the feeding through the weekdays was all looked after by staff members. I'd always look after the weekends, so I was still always keeping an eye on what was going on in the place and actually more managing the business perhaps than doing the hands-on. It is so hard to keep yourself emotionally engaged in a positive manner when you're the person out there on a day-to-day basis, 7 days a week, actually dealing with these conditions. Just something that I become very aware of through this whole drought that we went through was the importance of actually getting off the farm and actually talking to other people. I actually used to quite enjoy jumping in one of the prime movers, one of the trucks one evening, have a bit of evening dinner here, head off at 8 o'clock in the evening, get out the other side of Melbourne, have a sleep, then go and put a load of hay on, have a talk to a farmer or a machinery operator up there somewhere that's they've had droughts and they know all about what we were going through. Put your load on and come back home again. And I just encourage people to find what it is within their business that they can do when we find ourselves back in these drought conditions where they actually can have that day out. It is so important to keep that, I guess the buzzword in today's era is mental health, but it's actually just keeping your head in the right space.